Good morning, folks, and welcome along to lesson 190. I'm delighted to be here with you today sharing this joyful lesson. So let us pause for a moment just to land in our bodies, become fully present here. So I invite you to close your eyes down and just allow your body to fall still. I invite your mind to quieten and become present to your heart. And just quietly in your heart and thinking of 3 things for which you are grateful for today. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth, that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. Okay, so we're on lesson 190. I choose the joy of God or the joy of love instead of pain. I love this lesson insofar as that, we're starting to look at choice and the fact that we have choice and that we're choosing all the time, whether we're conscious of it or not. And the whole idea of the course is that we start to become conscious, we start to wake up. And so today we're consciously choosing joy. We're awakened enough to make the decision to choose joy. So here we go. Pain is a wrong perspective. What it is experienced, when it is experienced in any form, it is a proof of self-deception. It is not a fact at all. There is no form it takes that will not disappear if seen aright. For pain proclaims God cruel. How could it be real in any form? It is witness to God, the Creator's hatred of its child, the sinfulness God sees in it, and God's insane desire for revenge and death. So, it would seem that you're kind of leaning into some sort of a false belief if you are experiencing pain. Now, we will kind of take this apart a little bit. Can such projections be attested to? Can they be anything except wholly false? Pain is witness to the child's mistakes in what it thinks it is. It is a dream of fierce retaliation for a crime that could not be committed, for attack on what is wholly unassailable. It is a nightmare of abandonment by eternal love, which could not leave the child whom it created out of love. Pain is a sign illusions reign in place of truth. It demonstrates God is denied, confused with fear, perceived as mad, or seen as a traitor to God's self. If love or God is real, there is no pain. If pain is real, there is no God. For vengeance is not a part of love, and fear, denying love and using pain to prove that God is dead, has shown that death is a victor over life. The body is seen as the child of God, corruptible in death, as mortal as the Creator it has slain. So, we're talking about the pain of separation or the belief in separation. So we're not talking about, like physical pain. If something happens to you, that's okay. You're going to feel physical pain if you bang your head. We're not talking about grief. If you're grieving somebody, the loss of somebody through death or the loss of a relationship or anything like that. So it's really kind of leaning into the pain of separation, the pain that we feel when we forget who we are, when we think that we're all alone or on our own, and we don't realize that there is a God of love that dwells within us and that is there to call upon in all circumstances. And then we can be present to the feelings and the emotions that are passing through us, knowing that we're not alone in them, and knowing that they're part of our humanness, but they're not all that we are. So peace to such foolishness. The time has come to laugh at such an insane idea. There is no need to think of them as savage crimes or secret sins with weighty consequence. So this would be the pain of guilt and shame as well, which we're often really weighed down by. It can be so debilitating. Who except a madman could conceive of them as cause of anything? Their witness pain is mad as they, and no more to be feared than the insane illusions which it shields and tries to demonstrate must still be true. It is your thoughts that cause you pain. So again, we'll just pause there. So we all know the weight of blame. So whether we're carrying blame, towards ourselves or whether it's towards another, whether we have a sense of guilt or shame or we're putting shame on others, all of that, the heaviness and the weight of that. And that's more of the pain that we're talking about in this. So it's our thoughts alone that cause us pain. So it's the things that we make up or that we believe about ourselves or about other people that are not true. So always remember that in the eyes of love, we are always innocent, and so is the other. And then if you start adding stuff on top of that, if you decide that they're sinful or there's something to blame them for, that's the kind of pain that we're talking about. So once more, I'll say it is your thoughts alone that cause you pain. And remember Shakespeare, it is nothing is good or bad except your thinking makes it so. So it's our thinking that leads us awry. Nothing external to your mind can hurt or injure you in any way. There is no cause beyond yourself that can reach down and bring oppression. No one except yourself affects you. So this is really interesting. No one except yourself affects you. So if somebody comes in here and starts shouting at you, they're not affecting you. It's your thoughts about what they're doing that is affecting you. Okay, so it really all comes back to our responsibility and our ability to respond and what we're projecting out into the world and whether we're taking things personally or not. Yet it is you who have the power to dominate all things you see by merely recognizing what you are. There is nothing in the world that has the power to make you ill or sad or weak or frail. As you perceive the harmlessness in them, you will accept your holy will as theirs, and what was seen as fearful now becomes a source of innocence and holiness. So again, we're beginning to look with our true vision and we're looking beyond. So the holy other, think of this a while. The world you see does nothing. It has no effects at all. It merely represents your thoughts, and it will change entirely as you elect to change your mind and choose the joy of God as what you really want. So that shift in consciousness is what brings about change. Shifting your consciousness to joy, to choosing joy. And we can practice this all the time. It's such a wonderful practice. Remember, I'm always mindful to say not to deny feelings that are arising, but you don't have to let them disturb your inner joy. So even if you're grieving or you're feeling sad, beneath that is still the joy. You don't want to get completely caught up in the grieving, but you do want to allow it. If you're feeling angry, you want to allow space for that anger. You don't want to suppress it or put it away, but it does not have to steal your joy. The world may seem to cause you pain, and yet, oh, sorry, I missed one there. The world you see does nothing. It has no effects at all. It merely represents your thought, and it will change entirely as you elect to change your mind and choose the joy of God as what you really want. Your self is radiant in this holy joy, unchanged, unchanging, and unchangeable forever and forever. And would you deny a little corner of your mind its own inheritance and keep it as a hospital for pain, a sickly place where living things must come at last to die? So can we give over our whole mind to God and not be trying to keep a little space where we want to hang out with sickly things or sickly thoughts? So the world may seem to cause you pain, and yet the world, as causeless, has no power to cause. as an effect, it cannot make effects. So remember, the world you see is an effect of your mind. On its own, it can do nothing. As an illusion, it is what you wish. So you can dream whatever kind of dream you wish to dream. And the whole aim of the course is that you would dream a happy dream. You know, as we lift the veil of illusions, we still recognize that being here in itself is a dream, but we get to create a very, very happy dream as close to heaven as is possible. As an illusion, it is what you wish. Your idle wishes represent the world's pain. Your strange desires bring it evil dreams. Because remember, we're creating all the time with our thoughts. Our thoughts are like prayers. Your thoughts of death envelop the world in fear, and while in your kind forgiveness does it live. So we want to create like a really, really positive, beautiful life that we can enjoy and experience joy, enjoy, be in joy. Pain is the thought of evil taking form. Now, evil, as I always say, is live backwards. So not living fully, not living completely, living arseways, so to speak. And working havoc in your holy mind. Pain is the ransom you have gladly paid to not be free. In pain is God denied the child God loves. In pain does fear appear to triumph over love, and time replace eternity and heaven. And the world becomes a cruel and bitter place, where sorrow rules and little joys give way before the onslaught of the savage pain that waits to end all joy in misery. And this is a really beautiful piece that's coming next, and just listen carefully. Lay down your arms and come without defense into the quiet place where heaven's peace holds all things still at last. Lay down all thoughts of danger and of fear. Let no attack enter with you. Lay down the cruel sword of judgment that you hold against your throat, and put aside the withering assaults with which you seek to hide your holiness. To put it all aside. And I just love that, idea of just laying down our arms, laying down our shields, and laying down all that self-blame. I don't know about you, but I have journeyed with a sword in my hand that I have held against my throat very frequently. And the idea that I can put that down and recognize myself and love and innocence is a very, very welcome one, because I know I, for one, have tortured myself enough. And these words, are just like manna from heaven for me. Here will you understand there is no pain. Here does the joy of God belong to you. This is the day when it is given you to realize the lesson that contains all of salvation's power. It is this: pain is an illusion, joy is reality. Pain is only sleep, and joy is awakening. Pain is deception, and joy alone is truth. And so again, we make the only choice that ever can be made, and we choose between illusions and the truth, or pain and joy, or hell and heaven. Let our gratitude unto our teacher fill our hearts, as we are free to choose our joy instead of pain, our holiness in place of sin, and the peace of God instead of conflict, and the light of heaven for the darkness of the world. So find whatever words you want. You can say, I choose joy, I choose the light, I choose ease, I choose peace. All those attributes that are there and ready, available, and dwell within you. You're choosing now to bring those to the forefront, and you're choosing to release all others, all ideas of pain and suffering. You're choosing to release. And we'll take our hands onto our shoulders and we'll just allow ourselves to haven this in. So I choose joy. I choose joy. I choose joy. I choose joy on this day. I choose joy. And then perhaps we could change it to I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. I choose peace. Choose peace. Choose peace. I put down my arms and I choose joy. I lay down my arms and I choose joy. I lay down my weapons and I choose love. I choose peace. I choose ease. I choose grace. And then we can just say the words on their own. So joy, love, peace, ease, and grace. Joy, love, ease, peace, and grace. Joy, love, ease, peace, and grace. And then one more time, I choose joy. And taking a deep breath in and exhaling out. And we'll sit for 1 minute just rotating that as a mantra in your mind. I choose joy. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back. I just heard the words, why would you be at the pauper's table when you could be at the Queen's feast? So why would you choose pain when you can choose joy? Have a wonderful day and enjoy practicing.